Welcome to step 10 of the 13 steps of success from Think and Grow Rich. This video is about translating emotions into brain power. Humans are very emotionally driven creatures. Admit it or not, it's just human nature. The most successful people have been able to find ways to transform their emotions into brain power, from mediocrity to pure genius. Sex desire, by far, is the most powerful of the human desires. When driven by this desire, men develop keenness of imagination, courage, willpower, persistence, and creativity unknown to them at other times. The person who has discovered how to give sex emotion an outlet through a form of creative effort has lifted himself to the status of genius. The men of greatest achievement are men with highly developed sex natures, men who have figured out how to take desire for sex and transform it into creative energy. Most successful men have been motivated by the influence of a woman. All of Shakespeare's greatest works were written with the muse of a woman. George Washington, Napoleon, Abe Lincoln, Thomas Jefferson, Woodrow Wilson, all of these men were found to have been heavily influenced by the desire for a woman, bringing out the best in them. The reason why this works so well is because the human mind responds to stimuli, which can be used to create high rates of vibration in the brain, which leads to what we know as enthusiasm, creative imagination, intense desire, and more. The desire for sexual expression is at the top of the list for most effective brain stimuli, by a long shot. It is followed second by the emotion of love, third, the desire for fame, power, and money, fourth, music, fifth, a strong friendship, sixth, a mastermind alliance, seventh, mutual suffering, and eighth, autosuggestion. Using all these tactics to stimulate your brain will allow you to transform emotion into creative imagination, which results in true genius. Creative imagination is where one can communicate with sources of knowledge not available through the ordinary rate of vibration of thought. Genius is developed only through creative imagination, which requires high vibrations of thought. All inspirations and hunches can only come from four possible sources. Number one, infinite intelligence, accessible by creative imagination. Number two, from your subconscious mind, where all thought impulses that have been emotionalized will reach. Number three, from the mind of someone else who released a thought. And number four, from someone else's subconscious mind. There is no other places to receive inspirations or hunches. This helps you truly understand the power of brain stimulus and creative imagination. Lifting yourself to high vibrations of thought will allow you to increase the distance, scope, and quality of your thoughts. Creative imagination is like ascending in an airplane, where you can fly above all the barriers that are in the way when you're in the state of mind of normal thought. The mountains, the barriers no longer limit your vision. You can see far and wide and experience views you've never experienced from the ground. In the creative state, you can reach new levels of ideas and productivity. What you have learned is that you should constantly do things to highly stimulate your brain, which will allow you to function on the highest levels possible. I am making a video all about stimulating your brain if you're interested. I really hope you gained something of value from this video, and I highly encourage you to finish this series with my last video, which covers step 11, 12, and 13 of the 13 steps to success.